So I'm going to be using my bill due stickers because I had my student loan payment on the 12th. I also, not my payday, no spend for sure. And I already have all of my budget expense stickers already marked with my expenses. I'm so happy to tell you guys that I didn't have an unbudgeted expense for this week, and hopefully I won't have one at all for this month. Honestly, I don't foresee any from the middle of the month that we're at right now. Yeah, we're basically in the middle, but you never know, especially with things like cars and stuff. I am trying to push my dad to help me sell my car by this month, just because I really want to be able to reach my debt snowball goal for this month. Today is Columbus Day, or as some people know, it is Indigenous Peoples Day, and my dad actually doesn't have work, so I'm gonna need him to go try to sell my car today. Okay, so first off, I'm going to take my student loan payment due, and these do fit pretty good. My bill due stickers, so that's pretty much the only bill I had that is not a sinking fund. Yeah, and that was on the 12th. That, and then I did have my payment, my car payment due, so I'll just take it from here, put that there. And then my insurance due, usually I do pay it this week, but I actually just sent the money to my dad, and it is on the Monday, so it'll just be for week 3 check-in. So I'm not even going to mark it here. I think I'm done with this sheet. And then let me take a look at my cash envelope tracker. As you guys know, I keep all of my trackers for my cash envelopes in my micro happy planner. I actually have started utilizing for more than just keeping track of my cash envelope expenses, but this is one of the main reasons why I have this. I carry that with me everywhere just because it's pretty tiny and I can put it in any of my purses really. So I have my budget expense stickers here. I'll go ahead and take a look at that to see which days I've made the expenses. And I also do have my cash envelopes here. These are the ones that I use. They are from Type A for Alexa. I believe she just had an order form for these and I missed it, guys. It sold out in within a minute. And I was picking up my little brother, which is why I was caught off guard. But I'm sad to say that I missed those cash envelopes. Enough about that. Let's go ahead and just start sticking these stickers so we can then put my no spend stickers on the days that I didn't spend any money. So let's see. I know my first expense. My first expense was some printables. So as I mentioned, I have been using my micro happy planner for more than just my cash envelope trackers, and one of the expenses has been for printable inserts from Annie Plans. She was having a birthday and I went ahead and got some inserts for both my micro happy planner as well as my personal planner, because I'm trying to utilize this more than just to carry around my cash envelopes, and I have found the perfect solution for that. So bought a couple of things, and that is coming out of my shopping category, which you guys know that I group 2 of my cash envelopes together for that, and those are my allowance and beauty. So I did go ahead and take that out of my allowance cash envelope just because I had a pretty good amount. Some would say that I could take that money out and mark it as a business expense, but it was a little bit that I didn't really mind to just take it out of my allowance. So that was the first thing on the 8th. And then we also went to Golden Road to celebrate Alicia's birthday. I think I just paid for my drink. Yeah, I think so. And that was $13. That is coming out of my eating out cash envelope. So I also group 2 cash envelopes for food, and those are groceries and eating out. But as you guys can see, I do have separate trackers for those. So even though they are grouped together in my monthly view, just to save me space on the amount of stickers that I use, just because I don't want to be using too many different color stickers. But as you guys can see, I don't take any money out of my, let's say, groceries for eating out or vice versa. They both have their respective tracker and cash envelope. Just wanted to clarify that just for those of you who are new here. Then after no expenses on the 9th, on the 11th, I went ahead and purchased from Amazon a contact lens case. The reason being is because I went to the optometrist actually on Wednesday. You guys will see that expense in my sinking fund because I do have a medical sinking fund, but I just needed to replace that and found this really cute one on Amazon, so I took that out of my allowance. I also did buy one more printable because Annie Plants came out with some Louis Vuitton looking ones, which I actually have it right here. They're so cute. Look at these. Aren't these the cutest little things? I think they were like $4 something, but I usually like to round up, so I just rounded up to $5. But before I lay this down, that night me and my boyfriend went to this cafe called Bark Coffee, and just because I needed to study for my class on Saturdays, so I treated us to some coffee, and that was $8. And then I'll just go ahead and put the printable up top. Okay, so those are the most expensive, and although it looks like I've been making a lot of expenses, which it does look like that, the amounts aren't too crazy, so it doesn't really bother me. But it's nice to have them just to see and visualize the expenses that I've been making and what it is that I use my money on. So that was for that. Then on the 12th, I have 2 expenses. One of them was for my costume. I bought a costume for Halloween. My boyfriend is having a costume party on the 26th, so I finally got my costume. I got a pretty cheap one, actually, not gonna lie. It was on sale, so I hope it fits me well, and if it doesn't, I really don't even know what I'm going to do, because I believe there was like, it was like a final sale, so no returns, no exchanges or anything. But that was $42.38. Now the reason why I'm putting this on a yellow sticker is because this is an expense that although I have budgeted for in my monthly budget, it is not one of my cash envelopes. So I'm not going to weekly check in for this because it is a one-time expense that I did budget for. So as you guys can see, I have Halloween here. I should have put costume better, but I budgeted $100. And this is just, I believe, the dress and the gloves. But I might even have some heels. So this might just be the only thing that I buy for that. So looking at this from right now, I am definitely under budget on that, so that makes me really happy. And then another purchase that I made on Saturday was for some Thai food. I had some shrimp fried rice, and it actually wasn't $10. It was probably more than that, but my parents went out to eat, and I just went ahead and gave them $10 so they can bring me something back, and they brought me that. So that's all I ended up giving them, and that was fine. So that was for Saturday. And then lastly, for Sunday, of course, I went to the grocery store to buy some groceries for my meal prep. I'm sorry if you have not been able to see any of that. I know sometimes you guys like for me to zoom it in. That was actually $61, and that seems like a lot of money, but as you guys know, I usually give my mom about like $30 to $40 a month for groceries from my budgeted amount. This time I just went ahead and purchased some things for her, and that was included into that. So I'm not going to need to give her any grocery money for this month, and I also got things for my meal prep for this week. So those are all of my expenses. So now what I can do is lay down my no spend stickers. I haven't said it in this video, but of course, if you guys are not new, then you guys know that all of these stickers that I use in my budget planner are from my Etsy sticker shop, Romina Rosa. I'll go ahead and leave a link for it down below so you guys can check it out if you guys want. So let me take my no spend sticker for the 7th, the 9th, and the 10th. Pretty good. 3 no spend days. Not too shabby. Okay, so now that we have all of my expenses laid down in my monthly view, I can go ahead and start tracking them in my weekly check-ins. So for my weekly check-ins, once again, I track 4 categories, but 2 of these have 2 cash envelopes. I know this might seem pretty confusing to some of you guys, but I feel like since I've been doing it for so long, it just makes sense to me. So I'm sorry if it does not make sense to some of you guys. So first we have food, which includes, once again, eating out and my groceries. We have gas, which although gas prices have skyrocketed, I have not had to pump gas, so I'm a little bit happy about that, not going to lie. Then we have shopping, which shopping once again is allowance and beauty cash envelopes, and then I'm budgeted for any unexpected expenses that might come my way during the month. So let's see. So food will be, like I mentioned, all the pink stickers. So we have 4 of them. Sorry, I realized that I was not recording at all, but I went ahead and added all of my food expenses. Those turned out to be $92. I also wanted to mention about the pen that I was using because I've been getting a lot of questions about it. If you guys don't know, I do use this Muji pen. It is a 0.38. I always leave a link for this down below, so if you guys are interested, go ahead and check out my description. I have links for basically everything that I use all the time. So if you guys are ever wondering about something that I'm using, it's probably in the description box. So let's see. Let me take out my cash envelopes. Okay, so we're looking at groceries and eating out. So for groceries, we should have $63 left after the $61 purchase. So let's see, 20, 40, 60, 1, 2, and 3. So that is great. And then for eating out, I should have $27 after the Golden Road, Bar Cafe, and Thai food. So we have 20, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, that is for that. Okay, so what I like to do in my monthly view is every time I am done tracking something, I would just check them off. So I've already inputted all of my food. So the next after that should be gas. So gas is a purple stickers, and I don't have any for this week. So let me go ahead and write 0. For gas, we should still have $80. And I completely forgot to add what I had left over. So last week we had $182 remaining. So I'm just going to subtract that by the spent for this week. So that means that we should have $90 in there. Okay, which would do 27 plus 63. Then gas, we don't have any expenses. And then moving on to shopping, which is allowance and beauty. I think all the expenses I have, yeah, they're just for allowance. So we have 9 plus 5 plus 7, that is $21. So 185 minus 21 is 164. There. So I should have 99 for allowance. Well, actually, I didn't even count gas. So gas is 80. So 20, 40, 60, 70, and 80. There you go. Then we have allowance. We should have 99. So we have 50, 70, 90, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. $99. And then for beauty, I didn't have any expenses. No, I haven't had one since Ulta. We should have 65 still. So it's 20, 40, 50, 5, 6, 5, 65. There you go. Okay, so those are my cash envelopes, and I'm budgeted. Like I mentioned, I don't have anything, so it's going to be 0 for that for this week again. Let me just go ahead and check these off. And I'm also going to check off my student loan payment because that already did go through. The only thing I'm not going to check off will be the other sticker because I do track that at the end of the month for my results video. So we're all good there. And now to finish up right here, nothing, and then none remaining because we don't budget for our unbudgeted category. Okay, so that is the weekly check-in part of this video. Now I'm going to show you guys the rest of my pages because during these weekly check-in videos, I also like to show you guys what I've spent from my sinking funds, as well as if I have any business expenses, so anything for my variable income spread. I also want to show you guys sort of my setup. So I want to show you guys what it is that I have in every single page. So in the first page, I have my sinking funds. This is is the very first page of the month next to the quote page. So as you guys can see, this is the last month and this is the new month. So we have sinking funds and transaction log spread. Then you have your notes pages, which I haven't set up for the month yet. I'm a little behind on this, but usually I will put my this month here, things that I need to have in the back of my head that are going to cost me money for this month. One of the things that I would put here would be my sister's bridal shower, because I am contributing to that. Then here I will put my totals for all of my expenses, budget goals, my bills, and then I like to have a little savings trackers. I don't usually show you guys this after it's set up, just because I have my savings tracker there and I don't enclose my income. So obviously if I show you guys my savings tracker there, it'd be pretty easy to find out what my income is. So that's sort of the reason why you guys never really see these pages. But before I went ahead and set it up, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys the whole spread and explain what it is that I put in there, just because I've gotten a couple of questions about that. Then you have your monthly view, which of course I track all of my expenses from my budget in here, with the exclusion of my sinking funds, of course, because there's a whole transaction log for that right here. Then after the monthly view, we have my variable income spread, my budget spread to the right of that, my weekly check-in spread, and then this one's empty for now. But this, if you guys have been following me, you guys know I set up both my debt snowball as well as my debt payoff plan for the rest of the year. And that video usually goes up at the end of the month before all of my next month budget videos go up. So that is how I have all of my budget spreads set up in my budget planner per month. So now let's go ahead and go back to today's video. So for sinking funds, you guys can see I have all of mine right here, and I've only made one transaction. Like I mentioned, I went to the optometrist on the 9th. I spent $78 and I put a description as annual eye appointment. So as you guys know, I've been having an infection in my eye. So what happened this day is I didn't get the contacts that I usually get. He sort of gave me a couple to try to see which ones I liked better, especially just to give my eyes a rest. My eyes have been very, very sensitive because of that infection even until now. So what he gave me was, I paid $78. I don't know if that was for the appointment itself, but I know he also gave me 5 of the 1 a day contacts to try out for 5 days, as well as he gave me 1 monthly pair of contacts. So the contacts that I've been using for like since I started using contacts have been the bi-weekly ones. So I'm really liking the dailies. I haven't tried out the 1 month one yet, but the dailies I think would be more ideal for me, but I just know that that would be a lot more money. So I do have to take that into consideration for maybe next month, that I have to increase that amount. I'm not sure by how much, but I would say by more than $53 for sure. So that is how my sinking funds spread looks. That's for that. And then last but not least, before we're done here, I'm going to show you guys my variable income spread. As you guys know, my income sources for this month are YouTube, share sale. I just added Patreon because I just started one, and I'm so happy to be able to put this in here now. A lot of you guys have been asking about what Patreon is. If you guys don't know what Patreon is, it's basically a subscription-based website where I have different tiers. So I have right now a $2 tier, which essentially lets you see all the posts that I post on there. So if you guys are interested in seeing exactly what it is that you get per tier, check out the link down below. I do have my Patreon linked in all of my videos now. So I have a $2 tier, a $7 tier, and a $20 tier. And as of now, I've been pretty active on my Patreon, so I'm excited to be able to put that in here and to provide you guys with more content that is worth your money. So that is what I have for my sources of income. And then from the last time that we saw each other, I've had 4 expenses. So on the 8th, I spent $23.40 for Paper Muse Crafts. She was having her Thrifty Tuesdays. This was actually my first time purchasing anything from her shop, and guys, what I got was so cute, and I can't wait for you guys to see it in my upcoming haul. Hopefully it will get here by then. Then on the 11th, I made 3 expenses. One was $25.47 for SBC for her Wiggle Wednesday. She came out with really cute icons. I was telling myself that I didn't need them, but at the end of the day, I caved in and bought some on Friday before they went down. Then for $30.11 from Simply Gilded, I bought some of her pre-sale washi release that she had. I believe the pre-sale was in July. I didn't buy anything in July because I knew that she usually comes out with them later on, which, guys, I totally forgot to mention it yesterday, but if you guys have not purchased anything from Simply Gilded like ever, I will have a $5 off your order link down below. I didn't even know that Simply Gilded did this up until like I was checking out the rewards system and everything. So if you guys would like to get $5 off your first Simply Gilded purchase, go ahead and check the links down below. So you will get $5 when you use that link, and I get $5, which I don't know why I haven't mentioned it before. So that was for that. And then last but not least, for $25.10, I purchased from Two Little Bees. She was having holiday sticker kits, and I definitely wanted to buy one for my EC because I've only ever had some for my Hobonichi. And guys, the crazy thing is that Two Little Bees now follows me on Instagram, and I don't even know how that happened, and I was totally fangirling. I'm still fangirling, as you guys can tell from my voice, but that happened. And with that being said, that is pretty much it for this video. That's how I'm going to close it off. We're going to close it off on a good note. If you guys are interested in anything that I talked about in this video, once again, go ahead and check the description box. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel. If you guys are not subscribed already, don't forget to tap on that notification bell to get notifications whenever I upload. I hope you guys are having an amazing start to your week, and hopefully I will see you guys on my next video. Bye, guys.